Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums, bringing you all the exciting action of the Jaguar football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Cox Communications, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, the Communities of Color Network for a Tobacco-Free Louisiana, McLean Financial Group, and Jerry Lane Buick and GMC.
Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show, where each week we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. Coach Dawson Odums and I will come to you from Le Bon Temps, the good times, located at 8342 Perkins Road. So we invite you to come out, have a meal, have a libation, and enjoy the hospitality of Jaguar fans. We come to you about 6 times a week on TV, twice a week on Cox 4, 3 times a week on Cox 113, and also 1 time a week on Cox Sports Television, as well as streaming on Pelican Sports TV and on our YouTube channel. You can catch us at the Jaguar Football Show. So you got a bunch of ways to catch us, a bunch of ways to see us, and you can dial us up on the web. So tune in, catch the Jaguar Football Show, whatever is easiest for you. Coach, Northwestern State, 55-14 says it all. Tough Saturday night. What do you say about that game?
Well, just the performance, you know, the excitement of the crowd, the energy level that was present in the stadium. You just got to give a better performance. Got to do a better job of getting the young man prepared to play and get their energy levels up. I was very disappointed in our performance in all 3 phases, special teams, offense, and defense. We really didn't do a whole lot on Saturday.
Glaring were the penalties, 13 for 140-some yards. Also sacks, 5 for about 27 yards. Didn't expect that.
Well, no, you know, University of Houston game, we didn't give up any sacks, and we come to the Northwestern game, and you know, our quarterback don't have time. It's the penalties, but it's the timing of the penalties. You get 3rd down stops on defense. You got to go back out there. You convert on 3rd down on offense, and it gets taken away from you because of penalties. Convert on 4th down, and so the penalties are just, we keep shooting ourselves in the foot, and you know, we just got to keep addressing it and harping on it and getting better at it.
But without any further ado, we're going to jump into the highlights from the Northwestern State game. And on this first play, we're going to see Dre Joseph use his feet, and Dre gets 8 yards on this. Unfortunately, that was about the best spot from this possession, and we end up punting. Northwestern gets the ball, and the Demons set up. Their quarterback, who had a good day, tipped the ball, and I thought that should have been an interception right there, Coach. Did he not catch that?
Well, not from our sideline. It hit the ground.
It hit the ground?
Yes.
Well, they end up scoring a field goal on this possession, and then we punt, and they get the ball back. Ultimately, Coach, that was a lot of what was going on the other night. We punt, they get the ball back. We punt, get the ball back. Wide open touchdown right there. The quarterback, Zach Egan. I know at some point, Coach, you had to say, you had to hold your defense up and talk to them a little bit, huh?
Well, you know, the backs were against the wall. You know, 2 possessions, 3 possessions, 4 possessions, and you're on the plus 40-yard line all the first half. And you can't give good teams that short field. They're going to cash in.
Here we see the Demons back. They go to Egan. This young man had a good day. That was a nice gainer for them. Their quarterback sets up again, and we got a good defensive play out of Virgil Williams. Virgil had a good day, looks like a good senior leadership day, but still, their quarterback comes back again and scores on us. Coach, that was disconcerting, all the passing that they were doing.
Well, that drive there they scored on. We had a 3rd down stop again. You had a penalty that kept the defense on the field. So, you know, we played a lot of snaps in the first half.
And there you see them scoring again by the run. We punt, they get the ball back. And there, that name again, Egan, this young man had a big day. He really showed himself to be a good wide receiver. And their quarterback, Akins, he showed himself to be a good receiver. And they score again, unfortunately. At this point, it's about 17-0. And here we go. Here's Dre Joseph hitting Dawson for about 10 yards. Dre sets up again and hits Dawson. That was a great play right there, Coach. 44 yards to Dawson. Then Dre sets up and hits Willie Quinn. Coach, I love this kid. This kid is an exciting player for Southern University.
He plays well, plays with a lot of excitement, and we got to get more players with the energy that he plays with. You know, he makes a lot of plays.
Pittman makes the extra point. The Northwestern possession, they come down and try to kick a field goal. We block that field goal, and that's the end of the first half. When we come back, we'll talk about the second half of the Northwestern State game on the Jaguar Football Show. Stay with us.
Want to get here?
It's totally awesome.
How about here?
Wow.
Well, it all starts with a Black and Gold Saints scratch-off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter our second chance drawings and you could win a 2013 Saints Game Day prize package, autographed Saints merchandise, or the fan experience of a lifetime.
It's just unbelievable. I'll never forget it.
Show your true colors with the Black and Gold Saints scratch-off from the lottery.
Cox is football, and you're looking at football's biggest fan. I sit close to the TV just so I can join the huddle. I know 38 mascots on a first-name basis, and I never miss a touchdown.
Ready for football? Cox has over 700 pro and college games this season, and more games than ever before online and on your mobile device. Score 50% off NFL Red Zone when you bundle.
I refuse to eat turnovers.
Cox is football!
When you fly with Baton Rouge Metro Airport, you'll see how we've been working hard to make things easier for you, like the closest parking of any airport in its class, faster check-in, friendly, easygoing people to help you on your way, shorter security lines, quality shops and vending, and a team committed to safe and efficient operations, so you can get back to what matters most to you. The next time you travel, keep it simple. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Fly easy.
A new dawn in Southern athletics approaches.
One measured by the relentless pursuit of academic excellence and athletic glory.
There's just one thing missing from our Jaguar Jamboree. You.
A Southern rebirth is firmly taking shape on the bluffs of the Mississippi.
But to propel the Jaguar Nation to new heights, we need you.
Because Southern deserves
a nation united.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show, where each Monday night we come to you from Le Bon Temps, located at 8342 Perkins Road. Of course, we invite you to come out, join Coach and I as we produce the show each week on Monday nights about 7 o'clock. Coach, looking at this game, 61 yards on 35 carries for our running game. What's the fix for that?
Well, you got to stick with it. You know, also I think, you know, we got to do a better job up front of blocking, and you know, we got to get some guys back there that can run the football. Darius Coleman did an outstanding job, but he had no holes. Our O-line got to open up some holes.
Well, there you go. And this week we get Leonard Tillery back, so that's a local product from McKinley that everybody's been waiting to see. Coach, another thing, you got two potential impact players in Deontay McDuffie and Bradley Brown. Where's the status of those guys coming back to the team?
Well, two transfer guys that really could help our football team. But we're just waiting on word from the NCAA to determine whether or not they're going to be eligible this year.
There you go. Without any further ado, we'll jump into second half highlights of the Northwestern State game and look at the Jaguars. And of course, the Demons come out and we get a good defensive play right there from Virgil Williams. There you go, that name, Virgil Williams. I think that young man's going to play himself into the league, Coach. Unfortunately, the Demons come back and they score, and the score at this point is 45-14, Coach. At this point, Coach, did you just start letting some of your youngsters play, or are you still or going with your starters?
No, we did. We played a lot of young guys, you know, because it's a good opportunity for them, even though it's in the loss, to get them some reps, because you know you're going to have to count on them during the season.
Well, there you saw Dre Joseph hit Dawson for a nice gainer. He comes back and hits Quinn, and if Quinn had stayed on his feet, he could have made some good yardage on that play. Of course, the quarter changes, and unfortunately we fumble. Favorite puts it on the ground, Coach.
Well, you know, he's the freshman, got to learn how to protect the football. And once again, you give him the short field, and that was the story of the night. Short field, points, and no movement of the football by us.
They score. At that point, it's 55-14. Dre Joseph comes back and hits on a pass. And, you know, for the most part, Coach, at that point, it was ball game. 55-14. I think the Jaguar Nation was stunned. I'm sure a lot of your players were stunned. What was the reaction after the game, Coach?
Well, just everybody was upset. But, you know, we just told them, man, hey, you got 60 minutes to determine the outcome. And if you don't get it done, you know, we're blessed to have another opportunity, and we got to go play better.
You know, Coach and I were talking at the break. The beautiful thing about these two games, you can wipe them off the map, because SWAC play opens up this weekend with Prairieview. When we come back, we'll talk about our players of the week, and we'll talk a little bit more about Northwestern State, but then we'll talk about SWAC play. So stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
Healthcare reform is bringing change.
But one thing that won't change is our commitment to you.
We're Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana.
We're a not-for-profit company, and we work for you.
And whatever changes come our way, you can count on us.
Count on us to pay your claims.
To answer your questions.
To give you the service you deserve.
You can count on us to be there when you need us.
That's our promise to you.
To get more answers on healthcare reform, visit us at bcbsla.com/healthcare reform.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show. Each week in this segment, we're going to bring you the Cox Players of the Week, brought to you by the good folks at Cox Communications, your friends in the digital age. Coach, who were the Cox offensive, defensive, and special teams players of the week?
Well, offensively, it was Lee Dawson. He had an outstanding football game. I think he had 7 catches for 99 yards. Defensively, it was Daniel Brown, 9 solos, 5 assisted tackles, totaling 14, and a quarterback sack. 26 tackles on the year for that young man. Special teams, Willie Quinn, what an outstanding day. 154 yards in returns and 188 overall yards, so all purpose. So it was just great to see those young men have outstanding games.
All 3 great players. Definitely all 3 are worth the ticket of admission, so make sure you buy tickets and get out to the Prairieview game this weekend at A.W. Mumford. Coach, talking about that game again, how do you build from a game like Northwestern State? How does a coach wrap words around a game like that to get kids motivated to put it behind them and to come out and play the next game?
Well, one thing I do is stay positive with the young man. They understand. I don't scream and yell at the football games. I don't scream at them when they lose, man. I just go on and we got to pick up and we got to move on and we got to keep working. You know, I tell them all the time, if it was that easy of a job, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, we motivate them. We understand that it's a season opener. The SWAC is in front of us, and we got an opportunity to achieve all the goals that we set. So they got to get ready to play.
Coach, tough game weather-wise at Northwestern State. It was about 95 degrees as people tried to tailgate, enjoy themselves. We were talking at the break, and you said it was about 115 down on the turf. Saw a lot of guys cramping up. Looked like a lot of guys were going down with injuries. How do we come out of that game injury-wise?
Well, I think we're all right. You know, we don't have a lot of guys that didn't go today. You know, the number one thing, that was our first game outdoors. So, and plus we on the turf, and it's always going to be a little hotter on turf. You know, I was looking at Mississippi Valley and play against that game against Florida A&M, and it was like 145 degrees on turf. So, you know, it's always hotter. We didn't adapt to the elements very well. We tried to hydrate all week. I understood the environment we were going into, but we just didn't handle it very well.
Coach, talk about your game plan as you move into SWAC play. Of course, we open up with a U of H, then we play a Northwestern State, intra-state rival. But now, here comes SWAC play. Here comes our teams that we got to beat to win a SWAC championship. Talk about, is there a difference in your approach to SWAC games as it is to non-conference games?
Well, most definitely, because, you know, I think these games are important to us achieving the goal of wanting to be SWAC champions. And, you know, you can't talk about it. You got to go out on the field and you got to do it. I said it at media day. The exciting thing about the SWAC, every team gets an opportunity to play against each other. And we're going to get that opportunity. We're going to be at home, our first home game of the season, our season opener. And if there ain't enough motivation, the 93 champions will be on hand. So our young men need to get ready to play and go play the kind of football we know they can play.
When we come back, we'll talk about the Jaguar question of the week from our Facebook page and look forward to the Prairieview Panthers coming to A.W. Mumford Stadium this weekend. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show.
Want to get here?
It's totally awesome.
How about here?
Wow.
Well, it all starts with the Black and Gold Saints scratch-off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter our second chance drawings and you could win a 2013 Saints Game Day prize package, autographed Saints merchandise, or the fan experience of a lifetime.
It's just unbelievable. I'll never forget it.
Show your true colors with the Black and Gold Saints scratch-off from the lottery.
Cox is football, and you're looking at football's biggest fan. I sit close to the TV just so I can join the huddle. I know 38 mascots on a first-name basis, and I never miss a touchdown.
Ready for football? Cox has over 700 pro and college games this season, and more games than ever before online and on your mobile device. Score 50% off NFL Red Zone when you bundle.
I refuse to eat turnovers.
Cox is football!
When you fly with Baton Rouge Metro Airport, you'll see how we've been working hard to make things easier for you, like the closest parking of any airport in its class, faster check-in, friendly, easygoing people to help you on your way, shorter security lines, quality shops and vending, and a team committed to safe and efficient operations, so you can get back to what matters most to you. The next time you travel, keep it simple. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport. Fly easy.
A new dawn in Southern athletics approaches.
One measured by the relentless pursuit of academic excellence and athletic glory.
There's just one thing missing from our Jaguar Jamboree. You.
A Southern rebirth is firmly taking shape on the bluffs of the Mississippi.
But to propel the Jaguar Nation to new heights, we need you.
Because Southern deserves
a nation united.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show, where each Monday we come to you from Le Bon Temps, the Good Times Bar and Grill, located at 8342 Perkins Road. Of course, we welcome you to come out. Last segment, we forgot to give you the Jaguar player interview. And of course, Joe Dupree was hard at work trying to catch a good player after the game, and he filed this report. So stay tuned for the Jaguar player interview coming up.
"55-14 final score as our Jaguars wind up defeated by Northwestern. But there was a very bright light. Outside linebacker Daniel Brown did his thing from New Orleans. Daniel, you came through with 14 tackles, 1 sack. What do we have to do to turn this thing around? Even though you did well, the defense in the whole gave up a lot of yards, a lot of penalties, a lot of turnovers.
Well, it's just about the defense. We just got to be more disciplined, and come Monday, we just got to work harder in practice.
Okay, so now we got to get back to the discipline. 2 games, 2 hard games, a lot of yardage lost by the defense. So the defense is now trying to get back together, gel together. What are we going to work on in practice?
We got to work on tackling because, as you see, we had a lot of missed tackles out there, gap filling, so we can't let the quarterback penetrate and get out of the pocket. So we just got to go back into the fundamentals.
Well, you did an outstanding job. We look forward to the Dog Day defense showing up for their first SWAC turnout against Prairieview A&M. So, closing words?
Just got to work harder. Thank y'all for coming to support us.
You heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show. Harder work, more discipline. Let's get it.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks, Daniel Brown. And we look forward to more great games from Daniel Brown, a kid who's really a shining star on the defense. Coach, now it's time for the Jaguar Question of the Week from our Facebook page. And this week it comes from a young lady named Shonda Johnson. And she asked you, Coach, I've seen the struggle these first couple of games. What steps are you taking to turn things around and come out with a great season?
Well, we looked at everything the last couple of days and reevaluated what we're doing scheme-wise and player-wise, and we made some changes and some adjustments in what we're doing to fit the kind of players that we have. So we look to have a better showing on Saturday, and we hope to see those adjustments play off. Coach,
now we turn our attention to Prairieview, our first home game, our first SWAC game. PV is coming off of a 28-3 loss to Texas State, but last year they beat us 49-29 up in Shreveport. Coach, what do we know about PV, and what are they bringing to Baton Rouge this year?
Well, they got a lot of returners on offense. You know, they run that 2-quarterback system, or they're going to rotate guys in, have electrifying running back, great specialists. Defense is fundamentally sound. You know, it's going to be a challenge, but we'll be at home, and you know, we got to take away what they do best, and they're very efficient on all 3 phases.
Coach, the Panthers are led by Baton Rouge and Southern native Heishman Northern, and he's got a bunch of Baton Rouge guys on his staff. His brother Gabe Northern, guy I grew up with, Roderick Harrelson. Talk to us about how they've been able to impact recruiting in Baton Rouge and Louisiana to make kids come to Texas to go to Prairieview.
Well, you look at their roster, most of their young men are from Texas. They have very few that are from the Baton Rouge area. You know, we understand that in the SWAC, we're going to cross over those border lines and try to pull in players from Texas, just like they're going to try to pull some guys in from Louisiana. But at the end of the day, they're 1-0 in the SWAC. They beat Texas Southern, got a very good football team, and we got to be well prepared, you know, in order to come out of there with a W.
Well, there you have it from the coach. Stay with us as we wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
Healthcare reform is bringing change.
But one thing that won't change is our commitment to you.
We're Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana.
We're a not-for-profit company, and we work for you.
And whatever changes come our way, you can count on us.
Count on us to pay your claims.
To answer your questions.
To give you the service you deserve.
You can count on us to be there when you need us.
That's our promise to you.
To get more answers on healthcare reform, visit us at bcbsla.com/healthcare reform.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show, where each week we come to you from Le Bon Temps Bar and Grill, 8342 Perkins Road. Coach, first SWAC home game, Prairieview, this Saturday, 6 p.m., A.W. Mumford Stadium. How important is it for the kids, for the team, to have a full stadium and have the Jaguar Nation out in full support?
Well, I just think it's going to create an exciting environment. You know, young men are returning home. We've been on 2 rough road trips where unfortunately we were unable to come away with wins, but we're excited about being at home. We got to defend our home turf. You know, we got to play well and represent Jaguar Nation and Southern University. You know, I know they're going to come out in full force, and we'll be excited about the folks in the stands.
Coach, how much does revenge play in you or your coaching staff's psyche? Last year, 49-29, lost to the PV Panthers. Does that come into play when you're talking to the kids? Remember last year? Or is this a new year? Wipe the slate clean. We deal with this team this year.
Well, you're just really trying to deal with getting the team to communicate and execute and get lined up and make some plays, you know, so that we'll at least have a chance to win a football game. I think if we do those things, we'll take it, and, you know, we look forward to an exciting football game, but we look forward to coming away with a W.
Well, of course, we want you to go buy some tickets. The ticket office number is 771-3171. And each week when we say, Coach,
go Jags.